the living entity is unmanifest or is in an unmanifest state for as long a period of time as he is in a manifested state. So Brahma's day is manifested activities and Brahma's night is no activity. And in general, the living entities, they short circuit the time of Brahma's day also by performing prohibited activities. Because prohibited or sinful activities puts one into lower forms of bodies where one doesn't have the 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 free will to take decisions. One's consciousness is quite constricted and restricted. So that's like Brahma's day is shortened. So the evolution cycle has 84 lakh openings. Of these openings or of these positions, there are very few which give the opportunity for the living entity for towards emancipation. I believe they are described as 4 lakh. And what I believe this 4 lakh include all the higher forms also, like the Devas, the residents of the Janar Loka, Mahaloka. This 4 lakh number includes everyone. So anybody who can make a solution to the to this entanglement, to this agonizing entanglement of this material world. Now, the interesting thing to note is that now, yes, evolution cycle gradually gradually brings every person to this stage of giving him an opportunity again and again. So if we see the circuitry, Srila Prabhupada explains that to this human stratum of life, Prabhupada explains that there are these 3 species which lead to the human form of life. When in the evolution cycle of various bodies, the human species that positions, there are only 3. So if you make a nodal graph, there are only 3 entry points towards human species. So I don't know if there are variations in those 3 points, and that the 3 points in that sense, that is what lead to the set of human species. That's all. No other nodes in the graph are directly going towards the human species. Prabhupada explains that there are these 3 species. Anybody born in these 3 species, next life they become human beings. These 3 species are cows. Next life they become human beings. That's a default evolution cycle. Prabhupada explains in Bhagavatam purports very clearly this aspect. So cows, so they become human beings most likely in the mode of goodness. Lion, next life becomes a human being. So when they are born as human, Prabhupada was not just making a sarcastic statement when Prabhupada was saying that yes, next life, not Darwin's forefathers are monkeys. Prabhupada is making a true comments because the person mode of ignorance, previous life, 100% he was a monkey, and therefore his forefathers are monkeys. So it's a genuine, true, objective statement. It's not a sarcasm. So these three species. So that means in the nodal graph, the set of human beings, there are only three entry points towards. No other species can lead to human species again. They have to follow the graph circuitry has to be followed. So this is interesting. Now this is quite instructive for us. Why it is instructive for us? Because here we can learn that getting an opportunity to make a choice is very rare. Very rare. That we are getting an opportunity to make a choice is a rare phenomena. It's not a casual affair. It's not okay, today I miss it, tomorrow I'll take it. Is it not? It's not like an ice cream vendor who comes every day in our locality. So today, okay, if I didn't go on time to get it, tomorrow I can catch it. Not like that. It's not a casual affair actually. It is Brahmas every day. $311 trillion some 4 trillion some million years. Yeah. So it's 10 to the power 8, 10 to the power 9 actually. Is it not? That way. 10 to the power 8 at least. That is the denomination. So after that many years, the opportunity will be given. And that also how much short circuitry we have. So if we see the 84 lakh graph, the probability of entering into human set is there actually. So that means a good long time of the living entity is simply wasted into nothing, into slumber, into the state of slumber. Because when Brahmaji is sleeping, then there is no monitor to monitor our activities. And because the monitoring department is taking rest, therefore we are not allowed to give do activities on it. So just imagine. And that's the point. So this shows us the rarity. Just imagine you are working in a laptop. 10 minutes you are allowed to work. Next 10 minutes you cannot work. After that, next 10 minutes you are allowed to work, and next 10 minutes you cannot work. Just experience. The moment you want to reach for the next 10 minutes, you're reaching, is it not? And then you have to wait. And the next 10 minutes, again you're given opportunity to work. Now after 10 minutes, again it's taken off. Is it not? So that way, is it not? Now if you increase the time period a little bit, but okay, 10 minutes, so you can hold yourself, you can hold your thought, you can scribble something, hold your thought like that. But suppose it is 3 hours, 3 hours. So the 3 hours is off. Then you cannot hold up that same enthusiasm for 3 hours. Is it not? Now you're about to make some strategic change and leap through in your code, and then the control is taken away from it. It will come back after 3 hours. So everything is pushed. Is it not? Like that. And then the next 3 hours slot is given. Then a person might generally ask statistics, the candidates will go to sleep. And then somebody wakes you up, your slot has started, and you get up in a hallucinated state. By the time you gear up, you're reaching your end. Is it not? Like that. So you see, this is what happens if you increase the time period. You cannot maintain the tempo and the zeal. It's very difficult. Is it not? By the time you gear up, it's almost half gone. Is it not? The one lady actress, Juhi Chawla. Now she's in her old age. So she was having a conversation with Radhanath Swami. She was asking a question. So she has opened a school, hostel, many huge acres, 100 acres something, 80 acres, 70 acres, for girls. Some girls hostel, school. She has opened. Actually, she was saying her grandfather opened, but she never took interest. Now she is getting interested, and she's investing her time, energy, everything in that. So she was explaining how she would like to inculcate values in these girls and everything like that. She was explaining, and she was making a point. So she was asking a question. Her question was that her question was that Swamiji, half of my life has ended, and now I'm realizing what is the right thing, what is the right vision, what is the right activity to do. And but the younger generation, how will they understand? Is there any hope, scope, possibility for them? So I'm just paraphrasing the question. She was explaining half of the life is gone, and how will these people understand? And Radha Maharaj also, he was echoing. He said, yes, yes. And Maharaj was trying to glorify. Maharaj was telling that, okay, you had a very good lineage, seems, so you get a good upbringing, had a very good foundation. So probably she came back on track because she had seen much of it happening. She had seen the manifestation of selflessness in her own family. And Nanda Maharaj explained that yes, for some time you got a little off track, deviated. Now you're back on track, so like that. Obviously, Radha Maharaj answered that question. In essence, the answer was by knowledge, by training. By knowledge, by training, we can help people come to understand that knowledge, understand the right vision. So, but the point which I am trying to emphasize on is that you see the point. Now, she said half her life is gone, but I believe it's more than a half. It's not just half, because I believe she must be around 50, or more than 50, I think. Yeah, at least 50. So I mean, it's good if it is half, but it's like, but it's like, so by the time people come to a gear, people come to the point of getting some understanding, some maturity, then let's do something meaningful. By that time, a major part of the life is already gone. Just see the irony of the situation. The major part of the life is already gone. The childhood goes in ignorance, and the youthhood goes in restlessness. So person is blind in that restlessness, blind and clouded. That's all. And then the next phase goes in shock. So the person was feeling that he can rule the world. He has that caliber, he has that strength, he has that, can rock it. But then he interfaces a shock. The mental strength is debilitated, the bodily strength is going off. The same people who used to think are my candies are boxing him on the face, he's shocked. And then there is some probability that if one has got some good association, he has some good sanskars, he makes some right choices, then he will develop some proper understanding. And then he wants to make a move. So you see how rare is the whole phenomenon. How rare is the whole phenomenon. How rare is the whole phenomenon. So that is why if we understand the extent of the rarity of this material world, the rarity of this opportunity which we have, then that rarity should invoke seriousness. It is a very difficult proposition. Just like people understand, okay, joint entrance examination, only 2 attempts. Take 1, take 2, get lost. Only 2 attempts. So the person thinks that I don't want to casually try. It was unlimited attempts. So, like that. So people would be giving 7 attempts, 10 attempts, like that. So I never went to any coaching, some very little. But just before the board examinations, somebody told some IITian has come, he's giving a seminar. He was teaching something in mechanics. I also went, there is some IITian has come, like that. Then I have told you about this. And one fellow was sitting on the first bench and he was looking like an uncle. So I thought, okay, he is the teacher. I told him, good morning, sir. Like that. I thought he is the person, he's just sitting, for everyone to assemble. So I was very well behaved, a good boy. Anyways, I was not that bad, anyways. So I was sitting next to him and I thought, okay, he's IITian, like that, and I was really excited. I was looking at him, what are his idiosyncrasies, the IITian style and all that. So that was the point. And then after some time, somebody else came. He was not looking that uncle, but somewhat uncle, like that. Like that. He came, he stood like that, I thought, why does this fellow not sit down, like that, The teacher is here. So then that little younger looking fellow started teaching, Then I could understand, he is the IITian, And then I was wondering, so my neighbor, he was making notes like that. So he was making notes. So I understood, ye to, apne jaisa hi hai. He's a student. I thought he's uncle, like that. And so later I asked him, that, was there any problem? Your education started late or something? I thought he was from some rural locality. At age 15, he started his education. Poor fellow, like he got some, philanthropic donation or something like that. Till that time he was, and now in the fag, old age, he's like that. He told me, no, this is my 7th attempt. It's true. Really, who, like that. Then he was telling me next interaction that last year actually last year also I got a rank. I got 1500 rank, but I didn't want to take it. I wanted comp science. I said, अच्छा 6 साल के शिक्षा के बाद भी comp science. So like that, ना? So 6 साल के सिक्सर के बाद comp science. So he said this year. So anyhow, that year he also got selected. So he had some 400 rank or something. He got mechanical in IIT Kanpur. After that, what happened to him, I don't know. Like that. So, but the point is that it was so casual because any attempts, चलो 2-4 बार देंगे तो कुछ तो टेम्पो आ जाएगा ना एट सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, है कि नहीं? और फिर 2-4 साल ग्रिल करेंगे तो नंबर भी आ जाएगा. So human form of life is not that kind of an affair. We see the rarity. We see the rarity. We see the rarity. So that is why one should encash the opportunity to practice Krishna consciousness instantly by being super enthusiastic. The opportunity to practice, to serve is not so cheap, and we will realize it when it goes away. Like that. So one should immediately encash it. The moment we are seeing that some service is needed, immediately one should jump to do it. One keeps waiting. No, let us see after 5 years what is the scheme. 5 years service may remain, association may remain, we will not remain. We will be capsized by the waves of the material energy. So that is why encash as soon as you can. Or this may not be the proper statement. It is said encash instantly. No as you can business. Because it is so rare. Can you imagine sleeping for 400 how much trillion years? Just sleeping. And the other 400 trillion years, some 3.9999 trillion short circuit. Can you imagine what is our predicament? So therefore, now that we have that opportunity, one should encash it strongly. Parastasmat bhavo anyo vyakto vyaktat sanatanaha yaha sa sarveshu bhuteshu nasyatsu na vinashyati. Yet there is another unmanifest nature which is eternal and is transcendental to the manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. But Krishna's superior spiritual energy is transcendental and eternal. It is beyond all the changes of material nature, which is manifest and annihilated during the days and nights of Brahma. Krishna's superior energy is completely opposite in quality to material nature. Superior and inferior nature are explained in the 7th chapter. So in Australia, we had discussed this point that many people, especially from third world countries like India, Asia, many countries, China, and South America, the belt of Dubai, UAE, and so on, Africa. They're dying to come to Australia in that sense. So then they have the motto of their life is, in general, first motto of their life is somehow or the other get in. The same is true for UK, the same is true for USA. Somehow or the other get in. 2-year, 3-year visa, like that. $80,000 per year charges, $100,000 per year charges. Somehow or the other get in. That's the first philosophy of life. Sometimes people apply for visa. There are different visa offices. Each office is sort of autonomous in its decision, like that. The office decides, you get visa. One is in Bombay, one is in Calcutta, and similar there are other places, maybe Chennai, Hyderabad, there may be an office. There are some few only, Delhi maybe one. Each of them is autonomous. So what people do, they apply in one place. It doesn't happen, they go to the next city and apply. It doesn't happen, they go to the next city and apply. Like that they do all India tour. Like that. कहीं तो किसी को तो है ना गलती से एक्सेप्ट करने का मूड आ जाएगा. होता ही है, ह्यूमन फैक्टर है ना. 10 candidates you try, somebody will get somebody may by mistake say yes. So that's how a person wants to fit in. As soon as they fit in, and there is a philosophy that as soon as you fit in, the first thing you should try is try to get a PR. So the first day they land in Australia, they go to the PR office. What all is required for me to get PR? PR means permanent residency. Because that 2-year, 3-year visa will collapse. And because that is the, what do you call it as, apocalyptic phase, it will collapse. So it is going to collapse actually. So they say, okay, that while it is collapsing, try to hold on to something eternal. All that. Yeah, so that's the point actually. And before it collapses, where is the description? The same description is given actually. So yeah, parastasmat bhavanya. There is another nature, there is another state, and somehow or the other, while being dragged towards the dissolution, in that case the dissolution may be dragged towards your own country back. It's not a drag, it's a push. The moment you get a visa, the visa immigration office starts pushing you back to your country. Go back, nonsense. No, like that. So with every day you are being pushed back into the Indian Ocean, like that. You are being pushed like that. So therefore the first day only they start endeavoring for this cause. Parastasmat bhavanya. Get a different status. The status, permanent residence. So then people from the first day, they start endeavoring. So in my 12-13 months of stay, I buffered 12-13 months of stay. I got preaching so many times that you see you have landed here. It is not cheap. Like that, it is a rare phenomenon. People generally are not getting the opportunity to land here. You see, you are doing PhD in Australia.